everyone, welcome back to the channel Fit with Julia. My name is Julia and today I'll be guiding you through a tight hips and sore lower back stretch. We'll be going for 10 minutes and a lot of us sit in a lot of 90-degree angles. Our hips can get very tight and that can tie into our lower back. So instead of just sitting and complaining about, being tight and sore and wanting to rest our muscles, movement will likely make it better. So grab a friend, a coworker, a sibling, family member, whoever, tell them to join you because I know a lot of us sit a lot during the day. A lot of us could benefit from this stretch. So make sure you have a soft surface beneath you. We will be standing up and on the ground. But with that being said, without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so we're going to get started in about 10 seconds and we'll take a little bit of a wider stance. Place our hands on our hips and in 3, 2, 1, reach your right hand up and over. Keep your chest upright. So make sure you're not fully down here yet. Okay. You can focus on trying to push this hip right here out to the opposite side. You should feel a stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your hip. Okay, now fold your chest down and over, trying to shoot this right hip back and create a C curve between your fingers and your hips. You should feel it really good in your lower back right now. Continue to breathe. Make sure you're not all tense and trying to squeeze your muscles. Just allow them to relax. Okay, now grab your elbows and sweep into the middle. Focus on pushing your hips back and just allow your upper body to relax. Okay, legs are nice and straight. Maybe just a soft bend for stability, but make sure they're fairly straight. Allow your ears to hang between your biceps. Especially since we're sitting, we compress the spine a lot, so this will allow us to decompress it. Okay, release your hands and roll it up nice and slow. And we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So now reach your left hand up and over, keeping your chest upright, your hips facing forward. Make sure you're not flaring your ribs too much. Draw it in, draw your core and your ribs in, so make sure you're not out here. Draw it in. You'll really feel that stretch in those hips. And all in your serratus muscles here, in your lat muscles, it all ties in together. Since your body is one long kinetic chain, when one muscle is tight, you can pull on another. And that feeling of pain or soreness can arise in a different area, than where it stems from. Drop that hand, trying to create that C curve. Try to reach it outside of the plane of your foot. Continue to breathe. Tuck that core in. Now grab your elbows, sweep into the middle. And from the side, you see my upper body is just hanging over. Nice and loose. Keep pushing your hips back. Getting a little bit into the hamstrings. Which tie into your glutes, which tie into your lower back. Just relax. Okay, place your hands down on the ground. Step your feet back. Focus on driving your heels down into the ground. Down dog. Just stretching out the calves very quickly. And now draw your core in. Come into a high plank position. And drop your hips down into an up dog position. Breathe nice and deep. If you're not able to be on your hand sit, you can drop down to your elbows to decrease that flexion in the spine. If you can, inch your hands up beneath your shoulders. When we're sitting, we're in the complete reverse of this position. So being able to open up the hips, flex the spine like this. We're just reverting those typical positions that we're in all day long. Okay, now look over your left shoulder, look back at your heels. Trying to drive your right hip down toward the ground even more. Come to the middle, switch sides. Look across your right shoulder. Beautiful. Now tuck your core and push through your hands and relax your glutes on your calves. Just relax your lower back. You can shift side to side a little bit if you want to. Okay, come on up into a tabletop position, and we're going to go into a pigeon pose. So sweep your right leg across, trying to make a 90-degree angle, perpendicular with your spine, and work on inching this back leg back so it's straight. If you're up here, that's fine. If you can inch all the way down, that's perfect as well. The focus is keeping your hips centered toward the ground, so make sure you're not open like this. Center them toward the ground. Okay. And you should feel it in the glute of your bent leg. Okay. First work on centering your hips. If you could take it down further with me, crossing your upper body over that shin, go for it. Take it at your level. Just continue to breathe, relax. Relax your toes and your legs, your glutes. Just allow them to melt down toward the ground. Make sure you're not feeling any painful strains or burns. Okay, just allow yourself to ease into the stretch. And as you get more comfortable with the position, your muscles will loosen up and you'll be able to go down a little bit deeper. But don't force it. Don't want you to get injured. Okay, try to sink down a little bit deeper if you can. You reach out forward ahead of you. Look up, elongating that spine. Beautiful. Inch it up and keep this leg bent. Just sit down onto your glutes, tuck that foot into the inner thigh of the other leg, and just fold it over this bent leg. Okay. Your opposite glute will lift up off the ground a little bit. Just focus on keeping a nice flat back as you fold over. So make sure you're not here, you're not tucked in. Try to reach your chest toward the ground. You should feel it in your glute, in your lower back of that bent leg, and also in the inner thigh of this straight leg, which ties into the hips. Okay, roll it on up, and we're going to bend this other leg, the one that was previously straight throughout these last two stretches. And the leg that was bent is now straight. Again, we're centering the hips in that pigeon pose. Pull those hips toward the ground, and if you want to inch your foot a little bit closer to your inner thigh, you can, depending on your flexibility and how your joints feel. Okay, and when you're ready, inch it down over that shin. Again, easing into the stretch. And just like with strength, flexibility needs to be worked on to be improved. Just don't compare yourself to anyone else. I definitely wasn't born flexible. With consistent practice, you get better. So don't be hard on yourself, and you make this a part of your daily routine, it will definitely help you improve. Okay, a little bit deeper the last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Walk it in. And now just flip over, keeping that bent leg bent, tucking it into your inner thigh. Fold it over. Oh, this feels so good in the inner thighs. Relax for these last few seconds. About 15 seconds left. Just hang with me. Roll it up nice and slow. We're just going to finish it out, bringing the soles of our feet together. And now, for the last few seconds, just round your back over and relax. Relax your neck. Allow your knees to open up. Feeling it in your hips. When you're ready, just roll it up. And we have come to the end of our stretch. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel a lot better. I know I do. Just getting some blood flow to those areas that might be tight and sore is always beneficial. So I hope you keep this stretch in mind whenever you feel that tightness and soreness. If you feel like you've been sitting for a very long time, I hope you come back to this. Make sure to leave it a like and comment if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos. Again, share this with someone else who you know would benefit, who sits a lot during the day. I know they could use this and will benefit. But again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in next week's video. Thank you. Bye.